Thrift is my religion, and resurrecting the things I find is my sport of choice. So let's talk about it. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Faye, and on my channel we talk all things thrift, vintage, sustainable fashion, and what I like to call OPSHOPULENCE. I wrote a book about it. I also have a store, and I truly believe that secondhand is the coolest way to get dressed. Resurrection, reimagining, and really taking that secondhand and turning it into first class chic. It's not just about the clothes and the visuals. Opulence is a mindset. It's an abundance mindset. Seeing the unlimited possibilities in the underdog, things that have been cast aside or forgotten. And the other reason that I feel opulence is a really important mindset is because it's about getting dressed in a way that supports people and the planet. So instead of buying new clothes, we're using what's already in existence. And let me tell you, friends, there is an abundance. Enough clothes for the next 6 generations, to be exact. So that's the altar I pray at. I have so much fun sourcing and creating beautiful things for my store, opshopulence.com. So I thought today I would show you a few of the things that I've sourced recently and a few of the things that I've worked with my amazing tailor Kim on reimagining and customizing. Because in my book, that's another fantastic way to develop a unique personal style and really reimagine the things that you find in a thrift store. So where do I begin with this insanely cool tux that I am wearing? She's been on a bit of a journey, this one. I would love to know where she came from before me. I would love to know that about every piece that I find. It's a German brand called Basler or Basler. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but if you watched my video before this one where I took you for a thrift walk, that was the time that I found her. I actually have a burgundy jacket from this same brand, and there's definitely something going on in the water with that brand because the tailoring is top tier. It's just so sharp, so well structured. Look at the beautiful button detailing. So you've got 3 buttons there, 1 button across the bod. And what I love about this tux, apart from the insanely cool fit, so it's a size 36 German, 38 French. I'm a 10 and I have a larger bust, double D, and it's really great on me. Eurosizing is definitely a bit different, and I have a feeling that this might be early to mid 2000s, but I can't be sure. When you look closely, it's got this fantastic zebra print, like shimmery style through the fabric, which I think is so beautiful, so unique, also very glamourati, one of the Pinterest trends for 2026 if you're into that kind of thing. I'm always hunting for jackets like this, especially when they're wool. So fantastic to have in your wardrobe. But then what I like to do is to really give them an opulence stamp and a unique quality. I mean, this is already a one-of-a-kind find, so then we do this kind of situation on the back, and that just takes it next level. So I also found this patch in a thrift store a while ago. There was a few bits on it that I didn't like, so I took them off. I worked with my amazing tailor, and she put this on meticulously and did such an incredible job. So she's a local small business woman of color. That's what I love about the pieces that I create. The whole journey of them is slow, it's mindful, it's sustainable, and that's truly what fashion should be about, if you ask me. So the jacket has been sourced by me, rescued from landfill, and then leaning into local community and supporting small business by having Kim do this incredible work on the back. And there's literally one of these in the entire world. It's very special because it is such a statement. I'm giving it thrift priest, and I'm here for it. So I've just done a simple mesh t-shirt underneath. I've actually got just little black shorts on and strappy sandals, but you could wear blue denim. I mean, the world is your oyster with a piece like this. The second way that I completely reinvent my thrift finds is with accessories. I am a big accessories girly. I also have them on my site, opshopulence.com. And for this, I felt like I could really lean into that kind of 90s vibe. So I've done this incredible choker that for sure has a bit of a Jean Paul Gaultier feel to it. And this amazing, continuing the cross theme, this amazing cross that I thrifted a while back, and I just love it so much. And everything else is just really simple. The shades a statement as well, but I feel like they pick up the tones of this amazing cross. Rings too, I'm a big stacker. I stack my rings, I stack my necklaces, I stack my bracelets. So we've got a combo here of a few heirloom pieces, my wedding and engagement ring, of course, and then little thrifted finds. Switch this up. So I have a great little bowl of my rings, and I change them depending on how I'm feeling, what the weather's like, and what I might be wearing. Same with my necklaces. I've only got one set of earrings on today, but I have 4 holes. So I like to stack my earrings as well. Love how it turned out. I love how we've given an already very cool jacket an even cooler resurrection. Isn't it amazing? How cool is this? When I'm sourcing, I'm always looking out for one-of-a-kind bracelets, bangles, necklaces, earrings, belts, things that I can really elevate an outfit with, and that's what I want my customers to have as well. So this piece just really resonated. Oh, do you see what I did there? Resonated with me because I love how unique it is. I love the clearness of it, and check out that buckle. I think she's definitely giving us some Y2K vibes, but I do really enjoy that era, and I really like some of the elements of it. She looks amazing just on her own like that, or you could definitely push it up the arm and wear it further up with, you know, a nice white singlet, something crispy and clean. Or you could do a full-on stack with more silver bangles, like just go a little bit kind of space agey or extra celestial, which is one of the other Pinterest trends for 2026. 2 videos back, you'll see my thoughts on that and how you can reinvent them and play with those trends using what you've already got. I never encourage you to go out and completely get a new wardrobe. You'll be surprised what you've got just sitting there waiting for you to reimagine. And I use the trends as a jumping off point to make my own style. So I thought that was very cool. You can check her out on OPSHOPULENCE.com. And it reminded me of a Dior piece that I got in the noughties, and I literally wore it to death. Let me show you. She's been through stuff, this girl. As you can see, she's hanging on for dear life. She's lost a few studs over the years that I've had to replace, and she's got a few marks and things. But I absolutely wore this to death. And so when I saw this one, it really reminded me of this Dior piece. I think I should still wear this one, or do you think it's a bit too far gone now? It's a true vintage piece now. Some fashion pieces just always work because of their unique quality, and I think that's the great thing about thrift and vintage, is that, you know, you're really not going to look like anyone else. Very happy to leave the year of the snake in 2025, but we will take the accessories into this new year because, hello, how amazing is this choker piece? Look at the details on the eyes, so cool. Something like this would be great just on its own over a really cool distressed white t-shirt or black t-shirt, or you could use her as a jumping off point for what I like to call waterfall effect with my necklaces. So I'll do a choker piece, then I'll do a slightly longer piece, then a slightly longer piece again, then a really long piece. I don't always do that because today I've just got the 2 on, but I love having this real estate here to add all manner of different necklaces and choker pieces and things that just have one-of-a-kind qualities. My other thing I love to do is play with brooches. I will put brooches on necklaces. You just put them through the links and you can create this incredible like brooch, collar, choker. You can add them to a pendant. They're so amazing brooches. Let me show you a couple that I found recently. Look at this bad boy. So beautiful, right? It reminds me of the flower chrysanthemum, don't you think? Love the gold tones and the diamante details. And then I also found this beautiful music note brooch. So the simplest and easiest thing that you can do with brooches is to add them to your lapel, because look how good that looks. I thought these 2 were absolutely incredible. See how they just, again, they take this jacket to another level, another step up. She was already fabulous, but she's even more fabulous now. Just quietly, how cool is what the sun is doing here right now. So this is another one of my custom pieces, and this is a good tip to elevate your thrift finds as well, is to add trim for different texture and contrast. So this is a vintage vest. Look at the great buttons. Aren't they amazing? Little vintage wool vest. And then Kim, my gorgeous tailor, has added these beautiful sequin tassels or fringing to the bottom of it, but just the sides of it, not the back as well, because I didn't want to look like I was too Cowboy Carter, giving it Western vibes. Look at that vintage label, by the way. Those sequins, look how fabulous they are. And it's just taken a simple black vest and a simple black outfit, given it this really interesting texture and contrast and one-of-a-kind quality. I think this looks really great with the all black. If you really wanted to show off the fringing so it popped, I think just classic faded denim would look amazing. I've done that before with this vest in terms of styling it, as you can see here. Such a cool way to reimagine the things that you find in thrift stores. And I think it's also a really great way to add that quirk to timeless tailored pieces and for us to tap into our imagination. We really do have so many clothes in existence, and I think we've got to brainstorm and be creative on ways that we can resurrect them and reinvent them to make them more appealing, more beautiful, more decadent, more high-end. And I truly believe that we can. Wonderful to honor these pieces and to give them a new life and to give them this fresh take and new personalities. So it's secondhand, but it feels new to you. You know what I mean? And I love that. That's what OPSHOPULENCE is all about, tapping into that inner stylist and that inner creative and inner designer and doing something one of a kind and interesting that's going to add that unique element to your outfits, and you really won't look like anyone else. And for me, that's what fashion should be about. It should be about personal expression. It should be about individuality, but it should also have a great story. We've forgotten how to connect to our clothes, but when you shop secondhand and you support small business and you work with artisans or you shop with artisans and small local brands, it's such a beautiful way to get dressed. It has so much more sentiment, it's more personal, and I feel like it really helps me to slow down and be more intentional and be more meaningful with the clothes that I choose to put on my back. Scarves are another one for me, forever on my roster as a great way to reinvent the things that I have in my wardrobe or that I find in a thrift store. This is an absolutely beautiful silk viscose blend that I found recently. She's absolutely huge. She's like 78 inches long and 26 wide. What's great about a piece like this is that it's essentially just fabric. So you can fold and tuck and tie and pin in any way that you can think of. This is something that I've been seeing a lot, is tying it as like an exaggerated kind of belt or like corseting sort of detail. And this one was just absolutely ripe for it. I love the colors. It's like a latte and dark floral, very delicate print. And it's just so soft. So particularly in summer when it's really hot, it's a great way to add some texture and some interest and dimension to an outfit without adding heat or adding anything that feels uncomfortable. It just gives you a little bit more wow factor. I've just folded it into a triangle and then just tied it at the side. You could also put a really great belt over this if you wanted. The other thing I like to do is I'll just drape a scarf over my shoulder and put a belt around my waist. You can do that over a t-shirt, a singlet, a dress, a jacket. Again, it just adds a little bit more texture to an outfit. It's the most beautiful fabric, this piece. And it's a great way to break up just simple black or simple white. Of course, you can also wear it as a top. You can wear it as a bandeau style, corset style. You can wrap it around your neck. Like, just play with your clothes. play with the pieces that you have in your wardrobe or things that you find in a thrift store, and think of cool ways that you can make them one of a kind and reinvent them. You won't look like anyone else, and it's really going to help you develop your personal style. And scarves, such a good one for that. When you were a kid, if you got in trouble for drawing on the wall or someone's clothes, now is your time to seek revenge. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to draw on my clothes or paint my clothes. So it's a simple white tux that I thrifted, and then I've just gone to town with my thoughts. I used a fabric pen, and I just did this over a few days. I picked out quotes. These are all about inspirational women. I'd made this for International Women's Day, but these are all about believing in yourself and being fierce and being strong. And I did a little bit of drawing as well, so you can find images that you like and just set them next to you, and you can try to recreate. I find it really therapeutic as well, because you just take your time and you can just kind of zone out. You're just trying to focus on what you're writing and what you want to say, and making sure that it looks nice, feels very creative and artistic. It's something that no one else will have, and it's such a conversation starter. Whenever I wear this jacket, people will stop me. They'll ask me, first of all, what it says, and they'll ask me if I did it. And yeah, I can tell them that it's all done by me and it's my story and things that inspire me, and then I see them feeling inspired to do it too. So I hope this inspires you, loves. A bit of a chatty reinvention / haul / DIY advice / style advice. There's all sorts of good things in there, but I just wanted to show you some of the pieces that I found and created for my small business, OPSHOPULENCE.com. So if you'd like to go and check it out, please do. I'm working on some other custom jackets with Kim at the moment, so I can't wait to show you those as well. I list them as soon as they're done, so always keep an eye out and see what's new and fresh. And I'm hoping to do a lot more with Kim this year. She's amazing, very creative, and so open to all of my ideas. So it's wonderful to be adding that element to my business, because it's something I've been doing for years just for myself. So it's lovely to be able to share that with you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I would love to hear your ideas about how you reinvent and resurrect your thrift finds, and what unique things do you do to make your clothes look one of a kind. This is how we change the game with fashion. We influence those around us. This is how we reconnect to our clothes, how we feel good about the things that we put on our back, because we know that it's good for people and the planet, and it just delivers such a wonderful one-of-a-kind style. All right, loves, thanks again for watching. I will see you really soon for the next one. Mwah.